What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Games, bringing you an updated and budget World Chalice deck profile. Now, because it is budget, there are going to be some serious cards missing, but I've kind of integrated this to be a bit more fun, a bit more local level. Give it a go. You've got all of the cheap bits of World Chalice, you put them all together, you want to have a bit of fun, you want to kind of get into the link mechanic itself, and then you want to start to slowly invest into the deck to make it stronger if it becomes a main contender. If it doesn't become a main contender, it means everything else is going to get cheaper, so it'll be easier for you to build. But I do highly recommend getting a World Chalice deck, even if you don't get stuff like Lingrusu and you go even cheaper than £50, just to kind of work out the link mechanic and how it works, because it's the best deck to kind of test that with. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to crack straight into the deck profile and I'll tell you the reasons why we've got these cards and just how much they kind of are. To start off with triple World Legacy World Chalice, a very, very important card. When it's normal summoned and it leaves the field, it special summons you out 2 World Chalice cards from your deck. Now, these are rares. They're probably about 50p each. Easier pay set for £1, so very, very cheap. Triple Beckoned by the World Chalice, your level 4 vanilla. Chosen by the World Chalice, your level 3 vanilla. And Crowned by the World Chalice, your level 2 vanilla. 10p each, they're commons. They're cheap as chips. Next up, Triple Angel of Creation Venus. In commons, they got reprinted in OPS 5. So Astral Pack 5, or OTS Pack, sorry, 5. Again, commons, cheap as chips, 10p's each. The exact same goes with the Mystical Shine Balls, again 10p each. This is where the money comes in. Now, we're only playing 2 Lee of the World Chalice and 1 World Chalice Guard Dragon. Now, the reason we're only playing this ratio is Lee is more important than Guard Dragon, in my opinion. We do play in this build a lot of Graveyard Recycling. So your targets for your recycling are mainly going to be these guys. Now, obviously, Guard Dragon banishes, which is probably why banishes itself to get its effect off, so you probably only use that effect when you know you're pushing for game or you're pushing for the effect and not worry about it itself. Lee is obviously recyclable by pitching one and bringing it back. And 9 times out of 10, when World Legacy World Chalice leaves the field, you're bringing Guard Dragon out anyway. If you want to, you can swap the Lee for a second Guard Dragon. It's entirely up to you how you want to play it. Each of these retail from about £8 to £10 each. So I've kind of put it at about the £8 mark. That's probably the cheap way you can get them. Guard Dragon is a little bit less than Lee, so it's entirely up to you how you want to build it. So if we go with 8, 16, 24, so that's near enough. I would say that is your £25 there. That's half of your budget of the deck gone already. Now, after the ban list, we can play 2 Rescue Rabbits. These came out in common, so again, 10p each. And you have so many targets for Rescue Rabbit. You've got the Crowned, you've got your Chosen, and you've got your Beckoned. And if you really need to, you've got your Mystical Shine Ball. Not that you would. Next up, now this is a little tech that I want to try out just to see how it works, is 2 Debris Dragon. Now this has come off of the ban list, so you can play this at free now, and again, it's really, really cheap to pick up, probably about a couple of quid each, but probably about £1 in gold. Now the reason I want to play Debris Dragon is because you've got quite a few targets. You've got Crowned by the World Chalice, and you've got Mystical Shine Ball as a target, which can then help you get into a level 6 Synchro. When we get to them, I'll show you the level 6 Synchro Dragons that we play. And then finally, Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. You can get this in common, so 10p. I probably wouldn't put any of this well over, it's probably about £26, £27 there. Exodius helps recycle all your monsters back into the deck. So that's it for the monster lineup in our budget build. Next up are our spells. Triple Transmodify, these are £1 each in the reprint they received in Ultra. Probably get a playset for £2, so again, very, very cheap. Swing of Memories, again, is a common. You can probably pick them up for about 10p. As a super, if you want a rarity bump, like you should be in a budget deck, again, probably about £1 each. So again, very, very cheap in that one. Painful Decision, came out in common, very, very cheap. The 2 World Legacies Heart, again, common, very, very cheap. E-Telly came out in gold. I would probably give you a gold one for 10p if you really, really wanted one. And then the Soul Charge, again, had so many reprints, it's very, very cheap. 2 Jar of Avarice, common. Again, 10p, incredibly cheap. I wouldn't put, probably, to be totally honest, you get the entire spell and trap lineup for, your spell lineup and including your trap lineup actually for about £4 to £5, maybe even less. You can probably get the whole main deck for about 30 odd quid with the way this is built. So we finish off the traps, so 1 bottomless trap hole and the 1 floodgate trap hole. Now, with strikes coming out in the special edition as a super, they could turn to be really, really cheap. but they might hit about £5, maybe less. The reason I've put these in it is because I've brought back one of my favourite rank 4 XYZs, which obviously you should guess by now, but you'll see when we go into the extra deck right here. So, as my breakdown of the deck, I would like to say easy for the whole main deck there, because it is the budget version. Mainly your money is in Lee and Guard Dragon. You're probably looking at about £30 for the whole main deck, in my opinion. I have checked the prices online. They are very, very cheap, bar Lee and Guard Dragon, which is why you play them at so less. If you want your main deck to outshine your extra deck, by all means bump Lee or Guard Dragon up. The reason our extra deck is costly, or the only real cost in our extra deck, is this guy here, Ningrusu, the World Chalice Warrior. He's at about 10 to £15 at the moment. You can probably pick him up about 12 in the middle. So he is probably what takes your deck to that 45 kind of price mark. We're going to aim for about 42, so we've got £8 more to play with. Next up, you've got Uraman, the World Chalice Bladesman, 50p for a super. Ibs, again, 50p's, maybe even 25p if you find the right place. Triple Unduct, it's a rare, 10p's, maybe 50p's at a push. Again, you can pick them up incredibly cheap. Mrs. Radiant, probably about £1, maybe cheaper on that one. Link Spider is about £1 itself because you're going to get in the structure deck. Proxy Dragons are about 50p to £1 because everyone got those in their tins. And then finally is your Decode Talker, again, probably a couple of quid there. So I would probably say with all of this combined, you're looking at about maybe 15 quid. If you get the Ningrusu cheap at about 12 quid, sorry, this you can probably pick up for pennies on the bit less and make it about the £15 mark. So you've got about £5 left to spend, and that £5 will be going on a £3 Coral Dragon, probably £1.50, maybe £2, depending on where you find your Brio Dragon again, and then finishing off your £50 budget is a Traptrix Rafflesia. This can be any rank 4 you want. This can be a Castell, this can be an Abyss Dweller. It's absolutely up to you. I just brought her back because I absolutely love her, and I love the fact that you can get a bit of you can build your board up with all of the link monsters, and then you go into one of these 3 bad boys and just go from there. And that's where Debris Dragon comes in for both of these. Coral Dragon gives you the extra draw. It also helps you for the future when we get the new, I think it's a Water Spirit Synchro, the level 10. That's where Coral Dragon comes in and can make it very, very easy under World Chalice. So that is it for the deck profile. I've tried to keep as budget as I can. Like I said, I'm aiming for £50. I believe this deck can easily be made for £50 or less. So if you want to invest in it, by all means you can do. Thanks for watching. Give us a big thumbs up if you like this budget version. We will try and do you more budget versions. Obviously what you have to bear in mind is when it's budget, it won't have all the core cards. But it is still very, very competitive and it can put up a fight. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out our Facebook. And until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.